Everyone always says you don't know my story, or you don't know his or her story, myself included. I've said that several times throughout my life, and it's a true statement. So today I'm going to tell you the short version of my story. I've been wanting to start a blog for a while, and I'll start to write, and then I'll go back and rewrite it, and then I'll think about it again, and then I'll write it again, and then I think of more things that I want to say, and I want to write, and then I forget, and then I write it, and I think, is it really going to come across the way I want? Because written words can very easily be misunderstood. Then I found out about vlogging. Perfect. I love to talk, so here I am with my first ever vlog. I will go into more detail about certain things in my life on blogs to come. The reason I want to do this is I read a quote a couple years ago that said, "Tell the story of the mountain you have climbed. It may be somebody else's survival guide." This is so true because for me, over the past 2 years, I've been on a personal journey which has led me to my best life ever. Hence, why my website is called Tina's Best Life. I never say Tina's Best Life to brag or boast, but to let you know that if I can do it, you can do it. True that I did do it by myself, for myself, but not without the guidance of some pretty awesome mentors. The story of the mountain they climbed helped me write my survival story. So here we go. I was born April 17th, 1971. Yes, if you're trying to do the math, I am 49 years young. And I say young because though I've lived half of my life, I still have the best half to go. Why is it going to be the best half? Because I get to bring all my lessons and all my experiences that I've learned during the first half with me to the second half. That is what's going to make it that much more incredible. The first thing that you'll hear me say a lot came from one of my mentors, and that is, you can make excuses or you can make money, but you can't make both. That didn't mean much to me when I first read it, but what it means to me now is, well, we can all find an excuse to hold us back, myself included. But when we decide to no longer be victims to our circumstances, guess what? We become the victors of our own life. Yes, I was born to a father that never wanted me and continued to never want me throughout my life. He always made it very evident, and in fact, one of my fondest memories of him was Christmas Eve one year when he stood up. I was about 12 or 13 years old at the time, and he announced at the dinner table that the best part of me ran down his leg. I would then move on, and at 19, got married to the person I thought I would spend the rest of my life with and raise our children. I did have 4 amazing children, and life was good until it wasn't. Despite my greatest efforts, I became a single parent to 4 young children. I worked midnights making minimum wage so I could provide the bare necessities and be home with the children during the day. My daughter became a teenage mother at the age of 16, which, yes, made me a grandma at the age of 36. Side note, she's now about to turn 29. My grandson just turned 12. She's a wonderful, beautiful mother with 3 amazing children and an awesome husband. And I wouldn't change anything in this world that would mean I wouldn't have my grandson today. Having 3 sons with no male figure, well, I bet you can imagine how that all went down. Definitely a story for another day. But I'm happy to report we all made it, and today they are 22, almost 24, and 26 years old, all amazing young men that I couldn't be more proud of. Years later, I would meet an amazing, loving, supporting man, Carter. After 7 years of putting him through all the tests, he passed with flying colors, and again, I agreed to marry him, and I thought that was my happily ever after. 2 years after that, I lost him to suicide. I lost everything in my home and had to start over. The one thing I never lost was myself and my children. I lost my brother, who was my only sibling, at the age of 34 to opiates. I miss him every day, and I honor him by educating people on a safe way. 2 years ago, I suffered a massive stroke, and I was at a low in my health and my life. I was on 13 prescription medications for several different medical conditions, and something had to give because I knew my story was not over yet. That's when I discovered the amazing world of CBD, and that's when my journey began. I now take 2 prescription medications and my CBD daily. I can honestly say I am now living my best life, physically, mentally, and spiritually. My hope is to be able to help as many people as I can. I can't save my brother, but maybe I can save your brother. I can't save my husband, but maybe I can help save yours. Maybe I can be a little part of your journey to living your best life. Another thing you'll hear me say often is when I realized things in life didn't happen to me, but for me, a light bulb went off. What do I mean by that? I mean that everything I've been through was part of my mountain that I had to climb to be where I am today. An example, if I would have been born and raised a daddy's girl, I don't know that I would have been able to have the strength to survive the things that I have survived in life. So today, instead of feeling anger or hurt because he didn't want me, I say thank you to him, because I now know and believe that it was the universe preparing me for the life that I had to experience. So today, when I say I'm living my best life, doesn't mean the journey is over or the work has ended. My life will always be a work in progress. The only difference is that progress will always be to better myself and the ones I love. I know today that I can feel, and I feel like I am exactly where I should be. Happiness, acceptance, peace. I hate that I found the love of my life finally, and he's in another country right now, but I'm okay with it because I know he'll be back, and I know that he will be with me to continue to build this great life. I know that all my struggles were meant to be, because now I get to sit back and collect my payday, which is watching each and every one of them build their own life and their own happiness. I know that I am open to accept and receive all the good things in life and in business that are meant for me and that I deserve. I'm okay with those that laugh at me or turn their cheek, because they're not my people. I'm looking for my tribe. I'm looking for like-minded people like myself that have been through hell, but either came out the fire or are ready to come out the fire. When you make the conscious decision to live your best life, I'll be here to help. All you have to do is reach out. Let's all be perfectly imperfect together and live our best lives. Thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I look forward to seeing you in my next vlog. Take care.